Good morning from Jerusalem. I'm not in the old city, this time it's outside the old city, and my name is Zahi Shaked, or Zahi in Hebrew. Then I will be with you for the next, I don't know how long, it can be 10 minutes, it can be more than that. Then you saw me? Now let's start a tour. We are in one of 23 courtyard neighborhoods of Jerusalem. Most of you saw the old city videos of mine. If not, please subscribe to my channel and you will be able to see it. But Jerusalem was surrounded with walls. To be outside the wall, especially at nighttime, it was a dangerous thing. Every mother told the children, it doesn't matter if it's a Jewish, Muslim or Christian mother, told their children, don't be outside the city walls. It's dangerous. Don't be outside the city halls. They will rob you. Wild animals will eat you alive. The people were afraid to do that. But in 1860, the Jews, Christians and Muslims started to go out of the wall of the old city. Why to go out? Mainly because it began to be very expensive to live there. There's no more place there. It's too small place. It's very sanitarily, it wasn't the best place. You can smell the sewage in the street, no running water. So many stories like that. But remember, going out of the city, it's a dangerous idea. Then when they did it, they built here, and we are in the Jewish area outside the wall. They actually built their neighborhoods around the wall. See, that's one of the entrances. Soon you will see the houses, and the houses itself, the facade of it, it's a part of the wall. Here they can live safely. The women can do whatever they need to do to clean their laundry, dishes. In every neighborhood you could find a synagogue, and you can find a water well. You need water, and there's no running water in 1870. It's a little bit noisy there, then I will go through there. And I'm usually studying the tour in Mahane Yehuda Market, which is the kosher market in Jerusalem, outside the wall, in that neighborhood. I'm usually buying something small to eat, and I'm talking about the history of that area. Then in that case, people lived here. Yeah, let's see the water well. Here it is. It's still running. I mean, there's still water in it, but you don't need it anymore because we are using our already pipelines. But you can see how beautiful it is. Ancient houses look like that, and they were built for different kind of materials. You can see it by yourself. We are not talking about rich people. This is beautiful, isn't it? I wanted you to see the synagogue there, but he's anything polishing or whatever he's doing. It's a bit noisy. Then we will go out from here. In Judaism, there are so many different kinds of Jews. Although it's one Jewish way, I'm talking about Jews who came from Europe, from Arabic countries. They have different traditions and different rules. Then in their neighborhoods, usually it was an Ashkenaz neighborhood, European, or a Sephardic neighborhood, let's say Turkish or Jews from Syria. Then this is the road. This is outside the neighborhood. The neighborhood looks like that. I mean the wall. Remember, only one entrance, a few entrances, but the houses were part of the wall. Then in that matter, if that is part of the wall, and this is where they live, there's something that is missing here. Shops. There are no shops here. And what's happening here? Now, from here to the old city, which was the main market, it's, let's say, 30 minutes walking. You know that there are no cars at that time. then what should they do? And they had no other choice but to walk. And guess what? It was a tragedy when he forgot a bottle of milk. In that case, then there were 23 neighborhoods like that, but one of the places wasn't used. A rich Jewish family bought it, but they didn't use it. That was empty. The smart Arabic women came to that area and started to sell their products there. Then instead of going to the old city, the Jews went to the next neighborhood to buy their products. Everything was excellent until the British came. The British came here in 1917, and it's not a bad thing about the British, it's a good thing. And they actually said, gosh, it's look what's happening here. They're selling their products under the sky, no symmetry. I mean, you can know that the products are not so well. The quality is not so good. They're selling it on the floor. The sewage is running here. It's smelly. It's not good. Then in that case, they closed that market. What I'm showing you here is another way of advertising. Oops, wait a minute, what's something happened to my telephone? Wait a minute, let me organize it. It's going to be okay now. And this is advertising. The ultra-Orthodox Jews cannot use the media. No TV, no, even newspaper, not all of them are using. And if they're using, it's only a special newspaper. Then here you can find what to do. Now we are very close to Passover. Then you can see the word Passover, Pesach. And what about buying fish for Pesach, for one of the most important dishes of the Ashkenazi Jews, gefilte fish. It's like fish ball, but a little bit sweet. Then they closed that place. So smart Jews from one of the banks in Israel at that time decided to loan money for salesmen here, and they asked him, you can actually sell your products, but only in one condition: build yourself a market. That's how Machane Yehuda Market actually established. What I forgot to mention is that in 1947, the Jordanians occupied the old city of Jerusalem. Then in that case, that became to be the main market and the only market of Jerusalem. Then I'm going to take you to the modern market, and I hope that you will be able to listen to it, because there's a lot of music, a lot of noise, a lot of people, and this is only Tuesday. Tuesday is an amazing day for Mahane Yehuda Market, mainly because it's not busy. Tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be a very busy days, mainly because the Jews will buy the products for Shabbat there. Friday, I love Friday, but you won't be able to move there. Although the vibe is so strong, lots of music, lots of people, it's a beautiful place to visit, but it will be very crowded. Then Tuesday is a good day for that. How should you visit that market? There are a few options. One of the options is to hire one of the tour guides. There are organized tours in the market. You can go into the site and find yourself an option. And the other one is to hire a tour guide, a private tour for yourself. The third option, to get lost. And this is a very good option if you ask me. Then we will start from the tourist area, and then on the way I will try to go outside to show you a little bit of the market outside the street. Now there are a few options here. This is one of the main markets, and you know what, let me show you the name of the street. I know that there is, it's on the other side. No, here, that's it. Machane Yehuda then a few markets here. This is the Andor market, and it's beautiful. There's so many things to see here, but if it's too hot for you, you can always go to the indoor market. That part of the market, which is very close to Aggripas Street, is a very inny place. Lots of options here, and very trendy. At nighttime, it's totally different. At nighttime, it's all about young people, music, trends, and bars. Lots of alcohol here. For example, at Trogman, which is in front of you, it's a crazy man that deals with so many kind of creams from fruits. And look at all the different kind of drinks. Lovely. But everything here is good. Halati. This is the new tradition now in Israel. You are buying challah bread, which is usually a Shabbat bread, and then fill it with whatever you want. Can be with schnitzel, different kind of meat. Now, because it's kosher, you cannot mix dairy products with it. There are no cheeseburger, for example. Murav Yerushalmi, it's like a mix of inner part of not just chicken, liver, heart, so many kind of things like that. Look at that. The sign in English actually is different than Hebrew. In Hebrew, it says Jerusalem beer, American diner. If you want something special, then this is something special. It's called the Jachnun bar. I'm preparing another video. All right, this is the Jachnun bar, and beside us, look at the faces. First of all, they are happy. Secondly, he is crazy, and I like crazy people. He is from one of the kibbutzes, and he is preparing. They are preparing actually jachnun, which is Yemenite dish, and he filled it with so many kind of salads. Then this is something to roam on about. Jachnun bar, you will recognize that man, and that's what he liked to do. And he's going to do that again. It never fell. It's always that we saw it. Let's continue. Remember at nighttime, don't miss it. But it's still a market area. Then any kind of vegetable and fruit is here. The title says here French fries. Sorry, Netherlands fries. Fritz, and remember they call it Fritz. So many Arabic desserts, cakes, so sweet, loads of cheese and something, and other thing. Basher, 1,200 kind of cheese. A lot of them are from the Israeli market, and they can prepare you a sandwich with different kind of cheese. They will tell you that they will spoil you, and they will. Now, Israeli dish is huge. We don't expect to get only a small halva sesame. So many kinds of halva are made of sesame, sweet sesame. This is the capital of halva. I love that place. I myself don't like fish, but you know, it's part of the market. In that place, you'll be able to find so many kinds of herbs. And this is especially, for example, this is ginger honey. You can actually prepare tea with it and then eat it. And as you can see, there are so many options. And look how many herbs. Hey! Wait a minute, Zahi. Wait a minute. I just met my cousin, and this is so beautiful. Then, the tahini, remember the halva? Halva is used here, and you can see that they're preparing the halva. Now they're not preparing, but they're doing it like in the original way, not like in the modern way. And they have excellent different kind of tahini. Look at that, so many kind of tahini, and that man will help you to choose the best sesame for him. But if you want halva, then this is a very good halva stand, and then you can always try it. And he's a good salesman. Then sadly it's in Hebrew because mostly the people are. No, it's in English as well. Then this is the classic. It's boring, but sesame and peanut butter and coffee. And this is, as I believe, this is the lemon. Yeah, lemon.
Yeah, the lemon.
No, I can. Okay, but it's excellent, excellent one. Then we will reach here to Aisha, and I just ate here. And what I love in Aisha, they have different kind of dishes that her grandmother, her boyfriend grandmother used to prepare. And I eat challah bread with kebab. Aisha. This is the kitchen. This is really good kitchen. And next to that is the bar of Aisha. Remember, at night time it's totally different. I do a video of it at night time as well. Then you saw the idea of the inner outdoor and indoor market. But let me take you to two secret places. What you saw now is a well-known part. But you want to see a little bit different things. It's not a beautiful not, but I just want you to that it exists. It's before Passover. Then most of the products are already kosher for Passover. You can see here all kind of sweets for Passover, and it's very cheap here. Everything here, I love it. Made of peanut or coconut. Excellent. I love Passover sweets. Then, two more places to see before we will leave to the different area of it, because I want you to meet two more places. Then, in pre-X, we will turn here, and we will reach. It's called the Iraqi market. Jews who came from Iraq. There are a few important things to see here. And I forgot to mention that there are toilets, free toilets, almost in every part of the market. First of all, what I love in that market is that tourists are not here. Now I'm destroying it, isn't it? Then you can see the regional, traditional market with fruit and vegetables. I skipped the meat area because, you know, not all of you likes to see it. But if you want to eat something, an amazing place to eat, it's called Azura, and it's like a slow cook from Iraq. They established it in 1952. But here it's a meal for, I mean, you're here for a meal. You cannot taste the food. In some places you can take one or two. Hey, wait a minute. Most of the places you can choose a bite. Here in Azura, it's a really amazing restaurant, but sadly cannot actually buy yourself only one product. Let me see. Let me show you how beautiful it is. That's how they cook it, and you have to smell it. And if you are in that market, don't ever miss Azura. Oh, the smell is such an amazing thing. Another important thing is that this is a secret place of the old Jews from Arabic, we call Sephardic Jews. They are here to mingle. The rumors say that they told the women, give me the list of things that you need to buy from the market, and then they will be here for 5 hours, play cards and any other game. And at the end of the day, they will buy the product, they will bring it to the wife and say, I search every place here and find the best fruit and vegetables. Azura, that's the second part of it. It's the same food, the same kitchen, but I prefer the other one because it looks like more authentic, if you ask me. And as you saw, not a lot of tourists are here. Why? Because they don't know about it, only you. Then don't tell anyone else but you. The other place is owned by Jews who came from Georgia, Asia. And that's where the market actually began. Remember that I mentioned that people wait a minute, let me go up. Yeah, Jews came from then that's where everything started. Remember the old Arabic women who came to sell their products? That's the part. Today it doesn't look like that. Another thing that I want you to notice, the people lives above it. And the idea was that the salesman will have a shop down there, and they will live above it. Let me show it to you because it's difficult to find it. That if we are at the entrance of Priya, it's in my bag. Yeah, right here. Then let's try to enter, though it looks a little bit crowded. At the time of the British, there was a casino house there. And until a few years ago, you could enter to a pub by the same name. Look how beautiful are the fruits and vegetables. See, I started the tour and I didn't know how long it's going to take. It's already 22 minutes. Oh, the smell, I love fruit and vegetables. Again, toilets, remember, almost everywhere you find toilet. And it's another option to see a market without tourists. Because here people are coming to buy food. Not even restaurant here, although there's a nice coffee. Place is called the Lion Alley or something like that. It's right there. The pub used to be here, it's not exist anymore, and the coffee place is there. But as you can see, that area is without any tourists. Then let me go out to the outdoor, show you a few more options, and then I'm going back to Tel Aviv. It's funny to say there's not a lot of Judaica in that market. And remember, this is a very good day to visit. Oh, the smell of the onions and the garlic. The garlic is so... I love garlic. Oh, what a nice dog. I don't know if you can see it. I do. Ah, my kingdom. If it's full with colors and sugar, that's me. I can live here. We are living, we started the tour from Aggripas Street. We are ending it at Jaffa Road. Girls are running into... Oh! Looks like one of our ministers. I'm not sure if it's a prime minister. Now, that's the main entrance, Jaffa Road. I want you to see a place. I hope that they will let me visit it. I mean, take a video of it. But if yes, I'm gonna be happy. Although you can find a lot of places like that in Tel Aviv, but this is here in Jerusalem. About beer, we have a beer garden, and we have a lot of boutique beers in Tel Aviv. It's called Gostel, and it's owned by young people. I like places that are owned by young people that have a lot of they're dairy. Then let me ask them if they're not sure. Look, I will ask them. They agree to do that. They have excellent purlins. And the one that I ate was the salted caramel and olive oil, and another one that I love, hibiscus yuzu. But there are so many different things. Tavon, and she ran away, but they're young and they're happy. And if you want to help someone that really needs it, this is the place to do that. Then I'm running away, but not before I will take a bite from it. So there, then don't miss that place. Let's go out. Wow, gosh, it's so good. And everything is natural. I mean, they're doing it, everything that you saw, they're doing it on the spot. So many hidden synagogues in that area, and so many good places to eat. I wish that I could stop to eat in every place here, but it's really good. Few more places, at least 2 places. We've been in the Georgian market, but outside the market, there's a really good place to eat. But before that, I want to show you another option. The sun is in our eyes. I'm trying to hide myself in that. Is it's in Bet Yaakov Street. It's called Machane Yehuda. It's I think the most famous restaurant in the Mahane Yehuda Market, and thing in Jerusalem. Then you have to book a place. You have at least, let's say, a month in advance. Mahane Yehuda Market restaurant, and they have a pub here, but it's open only later on. It's called Judaica. I just ate and I'm hungry again. I'm not allowed to talk about food. I like food. Thanks God that I'm doing what I'm doing, because I really feel happy. Ishtabach. In Hebrew, it's the one who's been blessed, but it's double meaning, because the other meaning of it is the cookman. And a very nice place, if you're craving food. Those two places are, of course, kosher, but it's very trendy area. And in that trendy area, you can see kind of a small supermarket. And there it's connected us to the place there. This is the supermarket of Rami Levy. Rami Levy was a poor man who didn't like the idea that his mother cannot buy products in the market because it was very expensive for her. Then he opened a small place here, and he said, I will sell products in cheap prices. And guess what? Today it's one of the biggest supermarket nets, grocery net shops all over Israel, and the prices are lower than so many other prices. But there in Rachmo, which is one of the best hummus in Israel, there was a man by the name Rachmo who actually loaned the money to Rami Levy that opened the supermarket and told him, if you will gain money, then, only then, you can bring it back to me. I mean, the money that I loan you. His motto was, you're gonna pay only if you do have money. He was a taxi driver, and he was fed out of that work, and he asked his wife, that is the building, can you help me? And she said, yes, of course I can cook food. Then she used to sell ready food to the people that actually came to buy it, but she prepared hummus. And this is, as they said, the first Jewish hummus in Israel. Then Rachmo, Heshbol Street. And we are back in the market. And if we're talking about that, the ice cream cookie sandwich is a good idea. But there's a better idea. Let's see if it's open. Yeah, it's open. This is almost an Israeli invention. Oh, look at that. The dream house. It's in winter time, instead of ice cream, in Israel we used to eat some cookies with cream covered with chocolate. And they have the same thing. They took it to the upper level. It's called kaboom. And אני יכול לצלם את זה אני יכול לצלם בפנים? And they took it to the other level. Then you can see there's so many kind of it, and it's so tasty. Ta-da! Then I think you saw a lot of the market, 33 minutes without stopping and eating it. It's only the surf case. I mean, so many options. It was so nice to be with you. Then see you in my next video. Bye bye.